What is up, guys? What is going on? Look at this Midgate. Look how smooth and nice it's getting. Obviously, we have to fill it up with some epoxy, not epoxy, putty, filler putty. Give it another sand down, and one side should be good. Then we gotta flip and do the same thing to the other side. So actually, what I'm gonna do is flip this side. Well, fill it up with a little filler putty, and then flip it around and do the same thing to make it look really good and really smooth. So that's basically what's going on with the Midgate. I actually ended up purchasing this tool, which is called a rasp, and this actually helps cut away the heavy Bondo. So I went to Harbor Freight, bought that. That's all in the video that was supposed to come out today. But the clips are too short, so I am gonna continue today's episode into tomorrow, and that will be one episode. And hopefully it should finish up the entire Midgate, and then we'll go shop for the Raptor liner or the Rhino liner and paint this up, and then work on painting the truck. Then we gotta work on installing the bumpers, which we'll be making our custom bumper, and integrating our lights in it, and then we'll focus on tires and suspension and stuff like that. So basically that's all that we have for today on this. And during this video, I decided to answer some viewer questions instead of making separate videos for it, because I have a lot to do. So while I'm working on this Midgate here, I'll just answer some questions. I had one viewer asking me about a Simcoe. He said he'd be on today to watch, so he'll probably review this. The Simcoe brakes, and those have been that has been an interview that I've seen for that I haven't interviewed with these people for a very long time. Oh, thanks, Ben. It's coming along. It's coming along, but I'm so happy with it so far. Yeah, for the Simcoe brakes, man, I haven't talked to those people in so long. When I used them, they were great. I don't even know if they're still in business. I don't know what they're doing now. You asked me if they were ceramics. They make all different types. They make semi-metallic, metallics, and ceramics. It depends on what you want. I think you only watch one part of the interview. Watch the rest. I think there's like 9 parts of that. So watch that, and you'll get your answers there. Another one was asking me about a 4x4 issue on the Avalanche, and I've made so many videos on that 4x4 issue. Just to cut to the chase, all you gotta do is just remove the ground wire, clean it up, freest thing you can do. And if that doesn't work, well then go more deeper, but most of the time it works. And yeah, I think there's a few more questions that I don't even remember. If while I'm talking, I'll remember it. But we are gonna mix some Bondo. In the meantime, I'm just trying to make sure that everything looks smooth on this front side before I flip to get the Bondo. And yeah, I think so. All those little indents can be filled with the filler putty, so we should be good from there. Let me rest this down here and flip the camera screen so we can work on the next side to re-bondo other sides, because I did bondo the first side. I sanded it down as much as I could, and there are some very like wavy high and low spots and a lot of like depressions in it. So I'm gonna actually show you guys the depression, and then you'll see me like smoothing this out the best I can. So let me flip this. This thing is starting to get some weight on it, guys. It's starting to get some weight on it. So we're gonna put this here. Actually try to lean it up so it doesn't get damaged, because that's what we don't need. It's resting on my bench. Wood should be good. This is what it looks like right now without being bondoed again. Let me see if I can flip this camera, show you. See all these depressions? So I have to refill these up with Bondo, and then I will follow it up with the filler putty. So I'm going to mix a little bit of Bondo and smoothen this out the best I can, and then obviously hit it with one more sand. Then, well, hit it with the filler putty, then one more sand, and we should be good. So while you guys are here, we're going to mix some Bondo, which is fun. I like working with Bondo. It's a little bit messy, but I enjoy working with it. Where's my spatula? Ooh, this thing got stuck here. Whoa. Okay, so we gotta break this off and clean it the best we can. try to get this open. Boom, he's open. Open this corner up. Boom, he's open. There you go. Now we're gonna use this thing. Pour out some of our Bondo, whatever's left. That's almost finished. Told you guys we would have been finished with this soon. We used basically a lot of it. And we're gonna just pour some on there. Not too much, but pour enough. That's needed. Less is more. Always remember that. Less is more. So we're gonna put this down here. Cover our Bondo. We don't want too much air to be getting to it. Hands are already messy. It's just how it is. The name of the game, guys. So clean off my stuff. And the best part of this Bondo is it cracks. So you can let it dry off of your spreader and then crack it and work with it. So it's fun. How you doing, Jay Brown? How you doing, man? How's things going? I saw you won that thing, man. Congratulations, by the way. I haven't even talked to you in live in a long time. So we are gonna try to spread this as good as we can. I want to make this as functional as it can be, and I want it to actually be able to be used. Because what's the point of having this Midgate if you can't even really use it? Put a little bit, because we don't want this Bondo drying too quick. We don't want the reaction to be working too fast. Put this right over here. You'll see me work. And we will mix this right here. Probably see my booty, but it's okay. Bear with me for a little bit. Just mixing this Bondo a little bit quick. Alright, so the Bondo is nice and mixed. Let's get to spreading something somewhere. So we're going to spread on this area first because it is where most of our depressions are. Just to give it a nice little light. Light coats because we don't want to have to over sand again. Like the first time, it was hell sanding all this stuff. Depressions here. Depressions here. Nice light coats. We're gonna make all this work in our favor. Like I said, guys, we're getting so close to really finishing this up, which is awesome. I can't wait to finally move on to the next step, which is literally building our bumpers, which will be so much fun. So let's work on all of this stuff. Get rid of all this excess, because you don't want to, like I said, have to sand a lot again. That's one thing you don't want to have to do. Sanding is no fun. Too much dirt, too much cleaning up. Build that piece up, build it up the best we can. Boom. Move on to another spot. Where's their depressions? Right here. Right here. Ton of depressions. I feel like the Bondo's already starting to want to cure. Gotta move a little fast. So it doesn't cure on us. Ow. Now we just gotta feather it. I'll show you all the Bondo here. Let's just feather this stuff. And a tip, if it falls on the floor, leave it alone. Let it dry. It's easy to get off when it's dry than wet. You're just gonna make a mess. So I always just let everything dry up and clean it up after it dries because it's super easy to clean up. And I'm sure there are things that I'm doing wrong in this, but I'm not a professional body guy, so like I said, first time for everything. But I think for a very first time, I'm doing pretty well, so. Spread the mud. Oh, come on, don't give me those lines. I don't need those lines here. We're doing well. Don't dry, don't dry. Sand on all that and go from there. So I'm gonna let all that dry up a little bit. We still got some little edges to work, like here and even work on some of the edges because I do want this to be as square as possible. I actually really want this to be perfected, even though it's getting rhino lined. It's just something for me. I just want to make sure that it's actually looking as professional as possible. It's something that I just want to do for me. I just want to see how well my skills are with the Bondo all over my phone. Great. Yeah, I just want to see how well my skills are with doing body work for the first time. I really don't do this often, so I want to see what my skills can do, especially making a creation like this, and then it's going to give me more motivation to do these front bumpers, the roll bar, and stuff like that. And by the way, metal is kind of expensive. It ain't cheap. I think Corona probably really put all that shit up, but metal ain't that cheap like it should be. Yeah, so I'm just basically getting back to this. And when all of this is done, you will see this into tomorrow's episode. You're going to see basically me bondoing, mixing the putty, me and Harbor Freight. I made sure to get all that clip so you guys will have something that's interesting. Like I said, I do want to put videos that are a little bit more than 5-6 minutes long. I want to make them at least 20 minutes so you guys have some good content. And when all of this is said and done, obviously the installation of the Midgate will be there. Then we also have to. Hey Sean, how you doing, man? Did you get the rasp to knock it down fast? Yeah, Jay Brown. I bought this rasp from Harbor Freight. That's was in the stuff there. Why so much plastic filler? A lot of well spots. Even though I grinded it, I had to join a few pieces of metal together because I couldn't find anywhere that sold the sheets that I needed, so I had to join some metal together. Hey man, it's been a while. What's up, Sean? How you doing? And it's definitely good practice. It's definitely good practice on the flat surface. Oh heck yeah, man! This is like the easiest practice that I've ever been. And another thing that I've actually done, which I'm pretty proud of myself. I've never done before. This right here, there was a huge dent in here. And I pulled out the fender liner. I actually bent the fender a little bit down here, this little liner ridge here, and I took a little hammer, tapped out the dent, and yeah, I tapped out the dent and stuff, and I got it as straight as I could. It was pretty cool. I even used another hammer to like kind of brace it here, so it came out, and it actually got really straight. And then obviously I grinded it down more and used the Bondo and stuff. So it's already primed. It's ready, waiting to paint. That's also primed, waiting to paint. So my body skills are actually getting there. This is the first fabrication, and this is just the first creation I've ever really done. This has literally been created out of nothing, so it's pretty cool. Thanks, man. Yeah, I saw that you had scenes. Yeah, yeah, I did, man. I had to get these pieces of metal. I actually have a sheet left, which I'm gonna use on the Avalanche. Not sure how much you followed, but the Avalanche On the rocker panels actually has some rust spots that are starting now, and the paint's bubbling a little bit there. So when I'm done with this project, that's gonna be finished. If you can feel it with your hands while sanding, you'll see it while painting. Oh yeah, of course. Afraid that the Bondo will flex and crack while you're using the Midgate. Yes, I am afraid of that. But I haven't used much, even though it looks like a lot of Bondo. It's very, 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 very thin layers. So it's just basically there to hide the seams and kind of blend in. Then we're gonna Rhino line it, which Rhino line is supposed to make it a little bit tougher. And I'm gonna hope that even though it's there for show, it can be used, but it's gonna be under. I'm gonna be the one using it, so I obviously know what I've made, and I'm not gonna rough treat it or anything to throw stuff on to make it crack. And if it does, we'll just fix it there. I'm from New England. I know about rusty rockers. Oh yeah, Iris, she's rust free. Man, I'm so upset with the like I got that fixed, but you know what? All this body work on this is great practice. So that's the next project on that one too, because I'm definitely making sure that Avi is fixed. And I have extra sheet metal, which this should definitely be enough. It's 26 gauge, I think, so that should be enough to help with that should be enough to help with that rocker, and it should be the exact same metal size. Once I get that done, I gotta fix this piece here. I didn't even notice this. Spread this with my finger here. Left a little excess there. But yeah, once I'm done with this project, that is the next project getting tackled on, and it's gonna be great. The Avi's gonna be all rust free again until something else decides to bubble up, but we're gonna do it right the first time. It ain't gonna get messed up. And rockers are mostly sheet metal work and welding, very little plastic. Oh yeah, of course. Obviously you gotta plastic the where you weld it to, like the seams. You gotta kind of bondo that and then sand it down and prime it and stuff. You're always gonna have to do that, but not too much. You're right. You're right on that. But let's see. Let's see how great my skills are to do that. But honestly, I don't even think I need to cut the sheet metal, because when I pressed in to see if my fingers will go through, um, it didn't. It's still very solid. It's just starting to bubble. So I think a little whiz wheel or something should cut that rust away. And all I have to do is just put a little thin layer of Bondo on it, make it look a little nice, primer it and stuff like that, and then off for paint, you know? It should be okay. So hopefully that wouldn't be a problem. You know, in worst case scenario, I can just always hit up Peter and he can walk me through, because he's the guy who did the original rust on the Avalanche. And you know me, we can't let that Avalanche die. That gotta stay. That's gonna stay a very long time. So on the rockers, a fiberglass Bondo will hold up. Yeah, I get you with that one, but it's just a little more something about me that I just will know that it's not metal like it should be. On a large flat panel, mix a lot. Spread even like butter on bread, and then over entire panel, keep it thin and even. How do you plan on doing the window and window storage, if any? Okay, good question. So, for the window, I'm gonna try to see if I can get plexiglass. Make a Obviously it has to be custom, so I gotta get it cut to suit for this. As for the storage, I totally forgot about that. I haven't even thought that far. So you just got me on that one. Yeah. I think we're a little too late for me to weld on anything extra to store here. But we'll figure out something. Oh yeah, mixing a certain way will definitely keep the air bubbles out of it. That I learned the first time. If you saw the first video of me sanding, holy shit, there was it was so bad. But I'm finally getting the hang of it a little bit. It's starting to look a lot better. It's looking a lot legit, and It's gonna get there. I'm hoping before this week is over, this Midgate should definitely 100% be prepped to paint. And we should, while I'm already painting this, I'm gonna start rhino lining the rest of the vehicle. I'm not sure if I'm gonna roll it on or spray it on. Most likely I'll probably roll it on to keep fumes out of the house and stuff like that, because I'm in a little HOA area and I'm sure I'll get complained on. So rolling might be better than spraying. If any of y'all ever rolled on a rhino liner or something, let me know how that went. Sean, you got me there with that storage. I've totally forgot about that. Totally forgot about it. And I didn't even make a channel for it for the window to lock into, so now I gotta figure that out as well. There's a lot of thinking to be done. I'm sure one of y'all will give me an idea. One of y'all will have something in hand for me to pick up on, to learn something. Let's see. You know what? Maybe I can't make the in storage on this Midgate, but on the floor of the tracker, let me show you real quick. I just thought of something here. The floor of the tracker has a dip right there. So maybe I can use that dip to store away the plexiglass or the glass or whatever I use. And that can be the actual part of the storage for this. So it'll work. Add a sheet of PVC with the inlay. Okay. I can do that too. It's gonna look good, guys. It's gonna look good. Ain't nothing to worry about. I got this. We got this. We got this. This is our first off-roading project ever, so we got this. Hopefully. Just trying to dust off all the thick excess here. It's looking good. It's looking really good. 1/2 inch in thick from Depot or Lowe's. The PVC, is that for the Midgate, the window storage, or is that for the little prongs that I made to fold up and down with the to drop in to lower and raise the Midgate? Like, is this what you're talking about? To put the PVC on? Those right there? Entire gate. Okay. Oh, okay. I get what you mean. I get what you mean. Like all around, right? Another thing I wanted to do comes with 4 feet AB sheet like. Oh, okay. Now I understand. You want me to lay it over the Midgate, so it's like a plastic Midgate basically with PVC. That makes sense. Okay, I could do that. That'd be cool. Damn. Okay. Damn. If I only knew about that, I would have never bonded this. I would have just put that over, and it would have just hit everything. But whatever. This is good practice. Okay, I'll look for that. What is it called again? PVC, like flat sheets or something? A sheet of PVC? I've never heard of RFP. What is that? This is some good knowledge you guys are giving me right now. Good knowledge. Let me spread some more that covers all your Bondo. Oh, heck yeah. And then maybe I can rhino line on top of that, right? Vinyl wood, basically. Okay. Never heard of that. Learn something new every day. Starting to dry. That's good. Oh. I'll send you a link on Messenger. Okay, I appreciate that, man. Yeah. Definitely do. That'll help out a lot. Ooh, I love when Bondo feels so warm. It does this cool chemical reaction. But oh yeah, and I'm sure it's cheap too. It's not that expensive. Guys, you know how I sell the stickers for King Customs? Oh, okay, $75. That ain't that bad. You know how I sell the stickers for King Customs? So I was thinking about opening up the website for King Customs, and on the website I wanted to sell tire valve caps. Sure, that will look better than Bondo for sure. Also won't crack. Yes, 100% true, man. If only I knew about that shit before, would have saved so much time. But it's all right. You learn. You learn. Sometimes you gotta spend money to learn. But yeah, I'm thinking about getting some King Custom tire valve caps. I think that would be cool. Let me know what you guys think. I want to start getting some products out there so that way the show can be supported. You good at woodworking? Kinda. I built some stuff here and there. Computer desk and so far. I built this bench out of junk wood. I'd run the caps. Okay. Alright, we'll run the caps then. We'll run the caps. That's what we'll do. I should buy more of these spreaders so I don't have to keep waiting for this crap to dry. You can get FRP fiberglass reinforced panel at $40 for Home Depot. 4 by 8 feet. Okay. I'm going to Home Depot tomorrow. I'm going to look at these stuff to see what is it that what they look like and stuff like that. Cuz this is some great information. And it'll probably make it look it'll probably make this look so much more legit. How would I attach it to this though? You guys think I should like screw it down or something? Or glue it down? Liquid nails? Jigsaw the window inlay and router over the edges of everything. I gotta get a router because I gave mine back. Jay Brown, you're the right guy. I should have... If only we lived closer, man. I would have just had you help me with this project. Glue would work. They're very light and shouldn't be an issue. Sweet. Liquid nails it is. FP is thin though, right, Sean? Instagrab. Okay. That I can get at Home Depot also, right? There's literally a Home Depot like 2 minutes from me. down the street. Set sinks, countertops, and okay, cool. Sounds good. I'll check it out. I will check it out. Can be. I never had an issue with it cracking or breaking. However, it is fiberglass, so keep that in mind if you cut it. I'd probably rather not work with fiberglass because I don't want to itch. I always itch. It gets everywhere with me, no matter how safe I'm being. I gotta buy more of these spreaders. Yeah, that shit is like, I don't know, man. The original plan was to make this out of fiberglass, and then when I thought about it, I was just like, man, I'm gonna itch for days. Screw that. And then it's gonna be all in the garage, up in the air, and when you have to sweep the floor after cutting and stuff, man, it's just gonna get right back into your skin again. It's just never ending. So the more I can avoid fiberglass, the better. Even though Bondo has fiberglass in it, but it's not like, it doesn't make you itch. Gotta get this stuff out, man. Try to think what works in water, prawn environments and stuff like that in those conditions. Well, I'm hoping whenever I drop the Midgate down, we're not gonna get this wet. It should be on dry land, but because I also want to make like custom bed covers, so it looks like the Abbey. And I think that PVC thing you told me about might work well as also. So that might be a good little thing. It would have just been easier if I left this shit front and back seats and just worked on suspension, painting it. But no, I have to make things 100% different. Speaking of water, how do you plan on weatherproofing it? So I am in Home Depot. I saw that they had weather strips, and I'm gonna hard resins that dry instant. Okay, I saw that they had weather strips, so I wanted to use the weather stripping just like how the Avalanche is sealed. I've been watching it. I want to use the weather stripping around the Midgate, because this Midgate, even though it's made on the sides, it's still open. So I actually have to make some flaps that can fold and open as well. And on those flaps, I'm going to put some weather stripping. On the Midgate, I'm going to put weather stripping, so when it comes in contact and it's closed, the weather strippings meet, and hopefully there's no leaks. Also, when we're doing the covers, I have to do the weather stripping from there. And I think Home Depot sells these weather strippings because I've walked past them a few times in the welding aisle, I believe. So hopefully that works. And we'll see from there. Like I said, this is the first time for everything, so it's trial and error. Like, we're just gonna figure this out. After everything is done, we're gonna test it out. Obviously, give it a wash down and see if water gets in. And most likely, about 98% sure, water will get in because this is the first time I've ever done something as well. It probably not. Maybe I should have more faith in myself, but I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. We'll really have to see what happens. But luckily, I have guys like you on here, both of y'all, that can give me ideas and help me out and let me figure these things out. That's the best, you know? Oh shit, guys, it's 11:59. Let me head out so I can get this thing up. But I will see you all later. Thanks for this. I don't want to miss the deadline. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. And I will see y'all later. And I'll definitely go to the Avi junkyard and get some, man. Let me end this right now.